Welcome back. In the first video, we set up the environment and verified everything works. In this video, we are going to start from zero and make our first submission on Kaggle. We'll register our data as 3LC tables, train YOLO V8 Nano from scratch, take a quick look at what 3LC captures during training, run predictions on the test set, and finally submit to Kaggle. By the end of this video, you'll have a score on the leaderboard. So let's get the baseline down. Make sure that you're in the starter kit folder with your virtual environment activated. So let's go ahead and do that. If you have installed the virtual environment in your folder, first cd into that folder and then activate it. In my case, it's different. So I'll activate it first and then I'll cd to the location of the folder. Now, the next step, let's go ahead and run the verify setup.py file, just so that we know all of the packages are installed properly. And then we'll move on to registering our tables. Okay, so all checks have passed. Let's go ahead and run the register tables.py file. This creates two 3LC tables, one for train and one for val. Notice that it prints the table URLs and sample counts. The test set is not registered, that stays on the disks, and that's for prediction only. This is idempotent, so if you run it again, it won't create duplicates, so it's safe to rerun. In the meantime, let's go ahead and start the 3LC service so that we can talk to the dashboard. And then go ahead and start the dashboard. As you can see, our tables have been created. Let's make sure that they have. So as you can see, a minute ago, our project was created. Let's see what it looks like. Let's head over to the train folder. And these are all the images that are there. Now, if you can see that your images are blurry, I would recommend that you head over to settings, scroll down and set the rendering performance to high so that you'll be able to see the dashboard images clearly. So every image here has bounding boxes. You can scroll through them, zoom in, see the labels. This isn't just a file viewer. 3LC knows every box, every class, every coordinate. That's what makes editing and versioning possible. Now let me go ahead and open up the val table quickly. And if you are wondering about how I made these 2D charts, just control click the columns and then you can either right click and create 2D chart or just press 2 on your keyboard to do that. And you'll be in this view. On the left hand side, you can see that we have 982 images in total. And this is what the model validates during training. So now let's head over to training. So now the train.py script will run and we are training the YOLO V8 Nano from scratch. So there are no pre-trained weights. It reads everything from the config.yaml file. Let me show that to you quickly. All of the parameters that you want to change, you can come here and you can play around with them. We have hyperparameters as well. So for the baseline run, we have epochs at 10, the batch size at 16, and image size at 640. You'll notice the first 32 seconds look like nothing's happening on the terminal, but that's normal. PyTorch is initializing CUDA and 3LC is loading the tables, so the data loaders are spinning up workers. Don't close the terminal, just wait. Okay, training is done. You can see the final MAP here. That's our baseline. Note that the weights are located over here. And this is what is going to be used by the predict.py file to run inference on the test images. Now let's refresh the dashboard. And as you can see on the left hand side, we have a run that was recorded. And I'll just open this up and show you a few things here. So as you can clearly see, we have for each and every training and validation image, you can see the ground truth, predicted bounding boxes side by side. All of this might seem a little overwhelming, but I'll cover all of these things in the next video when we talk about how to improve our score. For now, let's go ahead and run the predict.py file to generate our submission file and get our first Kaggle score. But in the next video, we are going to revisit the run and take a look at how we can improve our score by correcting our training data. Let's go ahead and run the prediction file. So now what the predict.py file is going to do is it's going to load the best weights from training, and as I said before, run inference on each and every test image located over here, all of these images. And finally, it's going to write them out to a submission.csv file, which will have a similar format as a sample file that I've given you here. You can see it's processing 982 images. It shows the progress bar, and at the end, it tells you how many images had at least one detection and the total box count over here. Now, as you can see clearly here, we have the submission file that was created. Let's head over to Kaggle and make our first submission. So when you click on the top right over here where it's written submit, just drag over your submission file over here and click submit. Now this file is going to go inside the backend, and the metric that I have set up, which is MAP50, will give you a score shortly. We have a public score that we got, which is 0.54. In the next video, we are going to talk about how to improve your score by correcting flaws in your dataset. And once you have your dataset to a point where you're satisfied with the results that you're getting, then you can focus on hyperparameter tuning. For now, just focus on the data. So we'll use the dashboard in the next video to fix labels, create new table revisions, retrain, and push up that score. That's where the competition really gets interesting. And that's it for this video.